So, welcome to a new series that I would like to do on I Want a Lockpick. It is definitely one of my favorite games that fully released in 2024. It is a puzzle game, pure puzzle game, nothing else to it. I guess very, very light platforming elements in certain areas, but pretty much just a puzzle game. I've really enjoyed it for a lot of reasons, but the one thing that I felt was lacking was any real analysis on YouTube. Now, there is a wiki, and it's great, very helpful. It definitely shows you, obviously, it shows you how to solve the puzzles, because, what would you expect from it otherwise? I do think it goes into kind of what these puzzles are meant to teach you as well, but there's nothing quite like that on YouTube. And moreover, I don't think there's really any serious videos that go deep into the game, because, I mean, the biggest creator who covered the game was definitely Isley, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe he got past the, I think he just did the final late game world. And if you know, you know. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna leave this series as kind of a case by case spoiler, world by world. But if you know, you know. And I don't think he got past that. I think he probably beat it, but I don't think he did much past that. I don't know. Maybe he did it in his free time. I don't know. But I don't think he got past that, and I know there's a lot more to it from personal experience. Maybe he did some of the funny puzzles. Regardless, I think a series that just catalogs the levels, shows you how to solve them, what they do, would be nice. And that's kind of what I would like to do with a series like this. But even besides that, I just kind of want to say why I like this game so much. For one, it just has a vibe that I've not really seen in any other games, at least recently. The closest comparison I could do is Ina Dream Barbecue, and that's like really recent. I mean, it wasn't even 2024 when that came out. It's like a dream, like a good dream, where, like I said, in comparison, Ina, it's a bit more varied in its tone, I suppose. Lockpick is just so chill, and honestly, it's not like, and this isn't a dig, this is just an observation, it's not like Toby Fox levels of funny, but it's witty in its dialogue. I like the flavor texts, I like all the interactions, I enjoy the characters, and I think the designs are pretty good as well, in general. It's a very charming game in how it looks and presents itself. Besides that, the puzzles, I do think, are pretty great, especially as you really dig into the game. In all fairness, I think the first area is a bit lacking in some aspects. And I definitely think there are quite a few puzzles in the kind of mid-game that are just math, and not very interesting math. It's just, okay, find the numbers that add up to the thing. Like, okay. I'm not really into that stuff, but I love the logic ones, just pure logic. There are some fun math ones, which I'll get to when I get to. And, of course, the late game puzzles are phenomenal. The update in 2024 that like fully released the game added so much, and everything it added is like leagues above everything that came before. Not that everything that came before was bad, but it is so clearly made afterwards. And last but not least, and probably like I said already, this works as a way to kind of motivate me to finish the game, because there's still like one big late game puzzle that I haven't solved. And there is a lot of very challenging late game puzzles that are smaller in scale that I also haven't solved. I haven't fully beaten the game yet, if I'm not mistaken. So I still got more to do, and this can let me relearn the puzzles and everything, get back into the groove of things, and hopefully be able to explain it to everyone so they can also follow along as they see fit. So yeah, to make it kind of official as well, every episode will be kind of a case-by-case spoilers. I'm gonna do it puzzle by puzzle, of course, separated in chapters, and just watch the video. If you watch that video, you're gonna get spoiled on that world and everything that came before. So be prepared, I guess. But you can skip around, and I'll try not to spoil anything that came before in the world, so you don't have, or after, and so you don't have to worry about that within the world. But yeah, I think that's about everything. Thank you for watching, and should have the next video up fairly soon. I am recording this like right before finals week, so I might be a little bit busy, but I'll try to get the first part of this out, the first proper part, before that happens, so we can all be there or whatever. I don't know. Thank you for watching. I'll see you then.